A young female entrepreneur heads a rising star in the pharmaceutical industry, which created the Katinko brand. We find out how Greenstone Pharmaceutical CEO Melissa Yeung is empowering fellow women in business as she joins us now in the studio. Hi, Melissa.
Hello.
Happy Women's Month.
Oh, thank you so much.
Very young entrepreneur and very successful. Who inspired you to be who you are today, a successful businesswoman?
Of course, my parents who really worked so hard to do this, and our employees inspire me a lot, and the communities, and of course our consumers who are super supportive and funny.
Yeah. And of course, it's not just about learning what your parents taught you, or also learning the business through friends or through school, but also you continue to learn from a business school overseas. You're leaving for Harvard the day after to learn more about running a business.
Yes. Thanks for accommodating me today.
But why do you do this when you already have a successful business?
Well, success
Is there more to learn?
Success is relative, I guess. For me, success is when, I'm opening new plants in Tarlac now because a lot of farmers lose their jobs from mechanization, which is inevitable. And then they're so ready to work. But of course, we're still doing R&D and things like that. And there's like a whole line of people waiting for us to open up more jobs. So for me, like as somebody who lives in the Philippines, as a Filipina, while there are still people who want to work and they need opportunities, I think the work never stops. So.
And the learning process also never stops.
Definitely. So I need Harvard and my peers because I need to bring the company to the next level so we can really create more jobs and opportunities.
And of course, you're creating a lot of jobs for our kababayans, but also for a lot of women, in your company. What qualities do you look for in your women employees? And how are you empowering them, Melissa?
Oh, we are so overpowered by women. Sorry, men, but yes, most of our leadership team are women, and we just really love working with women. Of course, men also. So we also have like husband and wives together. Women are very driven and they're not that pasaway. So it's easy to really talk to women, and we really empathize with each other, and like the dedication that they have for the children, and we try to, as much as possible, be supportive of those things. So yeah, it's pretty natural for the company.
But do you also teach your women employees eventually to be their own bosses, to be their own entrepreneurs?
Yes, definitely.
Be entrepreneurs.
So our company is partnered with Gotthard Foundation, which is something that I started actually before joining the company. So we do a lot of trainings for women entrepreneurs who we actually integrate a lot of the products from their livelihood programs into the kiosk. So when we put all of these like gift boxes for Katinko, we try to pepper in a lot of their products, like crocheted products or hand-woven products and things like that.
This is a modern terno that you're wearing
thanks
this evening.
Joe Rubio, shout out Joe Rubio. Thanks for my terno. So a lot of these things, like even the travel pouches and the PPEs that we did and the extra cloth from the PPE, they were all sewn by women, of course with the help of their husbands also sometimes.
Yes.
So it's great. I mean, at first we feel like we're the ones helping them, but they're also helping the brand and the different gift boxes. So it's really a nice collaboration.
And what would be your advice to young women entrepreneurs like yourself who want to set up their own business?
So a lot of people think that femininity and being a woman is a weakness, but I actually think it's a super strength. First, because a lot of men like you already acknowledge that women can be empowered, and when women are empowered, we really get things done, and it's for everybody, and it's not a competition but more of a collaboration. When men are empowered, women are empowered, beautiful things happen.
There's synergies, right?
Yes, so that's what we need to do. So for women entrepreneurs, don't be afraid. Of course, it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
I was very afraid when I was starting, but then if you look at things in another lens, that okay, it's actually easier when people look down on you and you get things done. Okay, at least the expectations are low, and it's harder to work with like super high expectations. So for me, it really worked well.
And always be realistic with your goals.
Grounded, right? Grounded, and you're also challenged in a good way. So because people aren't really expecting so much, you really want to push more. Maybe that's why also I'm studying more, because I want to bring the company up. I want to create a woman-led company. Of course, with the help of my brother also. I'm not like this. There's synergy.
That's right. Your brother with your family members.
So don't be afraid and just look at the strengths and really maximize that and allow yourself to flourish.
But what about for women entrepreneurs who are facing rough times and major challenges in their businesses? I mean, should they give up? I'll just try something new.
For me, there are certain points of, I won't just say don't give up or give up. There are certain times that I guess wisdom comes with that, knowing when to push and when to give up. So I guess that's where a lot of the learning happens, a lot of the consultation happens, and a lot of the tools also needs to be learned in order to really assess those things properly. So there's no easy answer to that.
Yeah, there's really no formula for success. Sometimes they say for you to really succeed, you have to fail several times, right?
Yes.
But not too much.
Yes. So sometimes there are also businesses that I've decided to close because I don't think it's something that's aligned with my vision for the future, and it's okay. But I take in the lessons from that into furthering things that are more aligned with my passion and my values.
And apart, of course, from being an empowered woman entrepreneur, you're also empowering many artists, right? How are you doing that?
So it started during the pandemic when a lot of my artist friends, I see them posting about canceled shows and things like that. So I invited them to collaborate with Katinko just because I feel like it's a nice platform. We have a lot of followers on social media. We have a big mass base. And it worked. We created these art boxes and we give them royalties, and then they've been so grateful, and it helped guide, even in a small way, how they were during the pandemic, and it's just continuing until now.
Yeah, and of course, art is not only Manila-centric, but there's just so much potential to promote art all over the Philippines and bring it to the next level, which is, the global art platform.
Yes, definitely. So, Katinko supporting, last year, Katinko supported the first Central Luzon Art Fair, and this year we're also helping support Tarlac organize the first Luzon Art Fair. It's dedicated to the non-Manila-based artists, so 8 regions all over Luzon. So I'll tell you about it when it's happening end of October. So we're really trying our best to open up these opportunities for artists.
And Melissa, your message to Filipino women this Women's Month who see you as an inspiration.
Oh, that's big. So I do go through a lot of challenges, so I'm not like all that. I mean, I also doubt myself a lot of times, but at the end of the day, it's really about going back to why I'm doing this, the purpose. Always go back to that, whether it's your family or the bigger community. Just always remember that. Or, of course, if you believe in God, that is such a huge help. To believe in something greater than you, a purpose greater than yourself. That also always help me. I hope it also helps you push forward and really know that when you succeed, you bring in all of these people and you uplift all of these people with you. So be strong and courageous and be smart. So I guess those are the different things. So like the head, the heart, and the hands all need to kind of work together towards the same goal.
Thank you so much for those inspiring words for all our women who are watching us right now for Women's Month. Thank you so much for joining us on The Final Word. Greenstone Pharmaceutical CEO Melissa Yeung, the makers of the household product Katinko oil.
Thank you so much, Rico.